Hello everyone! Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna continue building this little European town. Yeah, let's just get into it. I don't have anything special planned. I'm just gonna continue building the old town, build some more roads, and put down some new buildings. Speaking of new buildings, Titan, the same person who made this church, just released some baroque buildings. And obviously they look good because it's from him, but they'll also fit in quite well with my European town here. So naturally I'm gonna use them. And I haven't tested them, so it's my first time seeing them, and yeah. Look, I didn't expect anything else because Titan is also one of the 3 creators who made the German pack. This city is bustling. Look at that. There's so much traffic. Even though it's basically just a village right now. Let's change that. Look at this beauty. Maybe let's change the color. Yeah, that's way better. The game's more fun when you have buildings like these. I mean, just look at the difference. That's the European corner building that came with the release. I mean, it's night and day. I want to fill in this block and the other blocks, and then I'll probably have to build some more roads because we won't have any blocks anymore. Should I divide this? I tend to dividing it because I feel like in the inner city you'd have smaller blocks. On the other hand, we have some deeper buildings. Let's put this one in and a small alley behind this building, and then we'll need a 2x2 left corner. Can I put in some Mediterranean heritage buildings? Will these look weird? I mean, they have a distinct style, and I don't know if this fits in, but on the other hand, it's European. Same with the Eastern European buildings. Maybe a smaller one. Maybe this one. I mean, having an architectural style board from a different region isn't really that far of a reach, I think. I think we're good. We're not good on crime, on the other hand, because we don't have a police station. And maybe I can build a police station that'll actually stay a police station, because with the other buildings I'll just put them here so that we have some services. But with the police station, I mean, we could just say it's not just a police station. It could be some court or, you know, some other local government building. Maybe not this one, because look at that. It has this parking lot in the backside and it's not really flush. The French police headquarters, on the other hand, would fit in quite well because it's basically just a building. How does the German police headquarters look? Oh, it's like this. It's a little bit better though. Okay, now it's just a matter of what do I like more. Also, the French police station. It looks good, but I think it's too small. Like, it's too... not too small, it's too short compared to the other buildings. I think if you'd build a building this size, you'd have it a little bit taller to get noticed more, you know? So I tend to build this French police headquarters, but not in this area. Maybe somewhere out here. The crime is ramping up. If you were a city mayor, where would you put this? I know where. So I'm just gonna extend this road, and then I'm gonna build a road right here. And in here, this little spot right here, that's where I'll put this. Then this road leads to here perfectly. I mean, look at that. This opens up another challenging footprint, same as we have here. I think it's a very harsh angle. I don't have any buildings for that as of now, but we can soften it a little bit by just putting in another road. That gives us this little square where we can build a pond. For now, I'm just gonna leave it as this weird intersection. Yeah, this doesn't fit at all. Not even a 2x2 would fit in here, so I'll make a custom asset that will fit in here perfectly. This corner, on the other hand, what's that? Let's have a look. We are at... oh man. I don't know how this keeps happening. Probably it's just trigonometry, but I'll just call it luck because it's 63 degrees. And 63 degrees. It's not quite perfectly 63 degrees, probably 63.2 2. I wanted to build this block, but now I want to continue with this one because it's a gift, you know, and you don't look a gifted horse in the mouth. Let's resolve this road here. Probably bugged some of you. I'm gonna do something, namely, I'm gonna split this one in half because then I'll have a almost perfect rectangle, and that's good in City Skylines too, because this game is based on grids. Before I build this road, I want to see what building fit in here. So this is next to the church, so I want another beautiful building. And let's see. By the way, last episode I said I don't like the roofs of the French buildings compared to the German buildings, or that they don't fit together. But while editing the video, when I zoomed into Vienna, I noticed that in the inner city of Vienna, in the first district, I noticed that a lot of roofs are actually the style of the French ones. The depth still doesn't fit together, you know? That's kind of an eyesore, but let's try it. You know, let's put in some French buildings. I want to put in a mixed residential, but the residential buildings have a nicer facade, do they? Let's have a look. No, this one is nice too. It's only 2x2s. It's so good. If I put the German building next to it, will it look weird? Let's have a look. Yeah, like first off, the building's inset way more. That's, by the way, as an asset creator, when I made the corner buildings, that was something that I kind of had a hard time with. Like, how deep should I go with the building? Because the French ones don't have any inset, the German ones have this one, then there are some other buildings that have even more of an inset. So I kind of played with the half seat and just went in between the German and the French ones. So that's how you get this, by the way. If I move this one forward a little bit, it looks a little bit better, but the depth of the building is still not the same. And that kind of bugs me. Because usually in cities, in the Bildungsplan, is this something you say in English? I don't know. Bebauungsplan in German. It says how deep the building can be. And within a block or even within the city, it's usually the same. And developers want to get the most out of it, so they build the building the maximum depth. And that's how you get the same depth within a block or within the city. I mean, it's a corner building, so maybe we can argue with that, you know, more light for the tenants. I don't think it's that bad. The only thing that's bad is actually the height difference. I mean, it's not that bad. There are different heights all throughout the city, but it's the inner city. You'd want to build high because you want to use the space. Let's actually use one that has this little back building. So let's have another corner building right here. And maybe I'll go with the urban promenades buildings here, because sometimes you see modern buildings in between older buildings. By the way, this filter system kind of annoys me a little bit. Like, I want the urban promenades and have French selected. Nothing shows up because there is no French urban promenades, and there never will be. So why doesn't it just deselect it by default? Yeah. Anyways, corner building left. What do we have? What do we have? This one looks promising. This one would make sense with the height, so I'll use this one. And then I'll just have this road go behind here. And then we have a rectangle-ish. It's not fully rectangular, like 90 degrees on every corner, but it's close enough. I think we can work with that. Let's just fill this one in. I'm very slow with building. I'm more of a talker, I feel like. If I build this one, the people will look at the blank wall. It's not quite as tall as I'd hoped. And it's also not a corner building. Oh. Okay, that might be a little bit of a challenge. But I like this building, and that's why I'm gonna place it somewhere else. Behind the church. Yes. And this corner is probably another one of my doings, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get this one flush with this one. And delete this tree, and we are cooking. Let me put in the 4 left. This one, because this one is a little bit shorter. And I think, yeah, that looks way better. A little bit more cohesive. But I wanted to build this one. I'm all over the place. And also let's resume the game a little bit to have the criminals arrested. There are a lot of employees. That's good to see. And there's so many people. I mean, Iceflake said that they want to fix that there are so many people. Looks like an ant street, you know? Like just little ants crawling around. Let's also fix this surface right here. Way better. Okay. Let's focus on this block right now. I wanted this to be fixed. So I wanted to have 5 depth. I just can't get over how ugly the vanilla European buildings look. I mean, I'm sorry, whoever made these. I'm sorry for these harsh words, but come on. This could work. This could also work. Would this back building be too wide? Like too deep? I'm always confusing these two, like width and depth. I don't know. But I like this. I like this building. Let's have a look if there's something else. Yeah, no, I think that's the best option that we have. It's either this or the other one. This? Yeah. So this or that. I think I like this one more because the other one just looks like two stitched together, and this looks like it could actually exist in real life. So I'm gonna place this one down. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. A little bit close to the window for my liking, but it's something I can look past. For that, I think we have a lot of options. First off, these baroque buildings. I'm just gonna spam a few in here, and then a corner building. Should I also go with the baroque one? I mean, these just look so beautiful. Or the Mediterranean ones? No. No. What else do we have? Old Town. These ones also look good. I've never really used them. They're too new for me, you know? And they're also quite small. So I think I'm gonna use these as a kind of villages around, like smaller satellite towns / villages around the inner city that eventually get annexed by the city, you know? They just look too good not to use. Then we also have the French ones, which, like, the French ones don't even fit together with the French ones. This one kind of does. We have a lot of option with 2x2 corner buildings. I mean, it's too much. And then we have the German ones. Oh man. The North American old town buildings would also fit in here, you know? Oh man. And then the Netherlands. Oh man. Too much choice. It's just too much choices. Like, even this would fit in here. And wait a minute, it's just the residentials. We have the mixed use too. Okay, we don't have that much choice here. I'm gonna use this one. Is this the same I used here? Could be. Let's see, we have this gap here and also here. So that's something you don't like to see. Actually, I think I'm not gonna move them to the left. I'm gonna move them to the right, because then this street will get a little bit wider. And since this is like the main inner city street, I think that's something you'd want to have. Last episode I talked about the use of this inner city street, and I talked that tram lines would never work because that's just not something you have. And then I found out that Graz, which is one of the major inspiration cities that I used, has that. So now I'm conflicted. Tram line versus no tram line. I mean, I could run one over here, which is not that far away, but also like going straight through the center in a smaller city, like not small, but in a city that has like 300,000 inhabitants, like I talked about. I think if you'd have a tram line in that size of a city, you'd go through the center. So it's a hard decision, and I'm not gonna do anything right now. If you think it's a good idea to run the tram line through the city center, Just tell me in the comments, and if you think I shouldn't do that, also tell me in the comments. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now. Let's focus on getting these gaps out of the way. So let's just move this one down here. And this one. Let's see what happens with the back building. Ah, look at that. It actually helped it. Now it looks like it's planned, you know? The gap between the window and the wall is reasonable. The only thing, the antenna is now it's kind of fused in here. But it kind of looks like the antenna is just mounted to this wall. It's a new kind of antenna. It's high tech. We don't need to understand that. Should I leave the surface like this, or should I make it one big surface like I made with the other one? But I like this darker one, you know? It gives a little bit of variation. Where am I? Here I am. I don't like this texture. Let's get rid of that. It's starting to look like something. Now here, excuse me. Oh, we are underground. This doesn't look like 2. It also doesn't look like 3. Ah, I am right. But I can make it 3 with a little magic trick. Ooh. We have some more of the Mediterranean heritage buildings. They are so tall. I don't think these will fit together. Look, that's what I mean with the building depth. I mean, these buildings are so deep compared to the French ones. We can also use this Eastern European building. I think that looks fine as well. There are actually a bunch of different ones to choose from. We can also use an office building. I think I'm gonna use this one. And then we need something in here. And here we have 3 with a little bit of nudging. Is there another office building we can use? I don't think so. But a nice Eastern European building. And I'm actually gonna use this one because it looks like a 1970s, 80s building, you know? Let's change the color of the roof first off. The natural color of this roof is dark, so we can't really match the roof style with the other ones. I'm just gonna leave it this dark color, but I'm gonna make this one white, and that down here is nothing. I'm gonna have this a little bit on an angle, even more. There will be this gap, but if we don't zoom in, we won't notice. And then this corner has to be on a slight angle as well. Not the easiest thing to do. I think I managed. Now the surfaces, and then we're done with that one. By the way, this door is beautiful. Almost as beautiful as my door. Sorry. Now the problem here, we can't extend this road because then we'll have this harsh wall. And I don't like that. Having this, an entire block, that would give this square a really square feeling, you know? Like, it would really feel like you're in a city center. Because then there are buildings all around you. Also in the last episode I moved this one forward. But now I'm thinking I should move it back. Because then it would open up this space even more. Because right now we have this space back here. And I don't know what to do with that because it's the back of the church and there isn't really any entrances. But having this space in front of the church would make even more sense, I feel like. So I'm gonna move it back. There are cars parking. Huh. That's interesting. That really is interesting. Look at that. There are actually parking spots for cars next to the church. I mean, I think that's kind of funny. I'm just gonna leave it like that, you know? Okay, let's continue with this block. I think that's an easy one. Yeah. It's too easy almost. Then here, this one. We haven't used this one, I think. But that will leave an awkward space in here if I place this one down. If I leave it like that, people will walk through the building, I think. I don't think there's a collision, but I can just move this one over here. The tree doesn't have a planter or something like that. Now it does. It's the little details, you know? Now we have this problem. I think I'm gonna rotate this one. Now we have it easier for this. And I'll go with this one. Looking good. Now this. What do we have here? I think we can get by with a 90-degree building. Now we have this problem that there's this driveway and it would stick out. Oh. I'm moving the road. It'll stick out if I put it too close in here. I'll just move it back a little bit. What do we have here? We have 4. let's see. Is there a building that is 4 wide and looks good or would fit in here? We can use some more of the Eastern European buildings. Yeah, I think I can live with that. If we change the color, that is. It's not the best block I've ever made. I'll say it again, and I said it a couple of times, but I think I'll make a custom asset that fits in here perfectly. I have a lot of things on my backlog. So here we are. I wanted to build this block right here, and then I built these 2 and the headquarters. So maybe it's 3, 2.5, because it's kind of cheating if I just place down this one. I think it's shaping up to be something I like. And obviously there's still a lot to do. I mean, we have some work in front of us. But it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, you know? It takes time. Before I end this video, I just want to thank you guys, not just for watching this video, but also for welcoming me back into YouTube. I didn't expect to get this many views, and also didn't expect to get this many subscribers. Like, I've gained over 30 subscribers in the past 3 days, and this might not sound like a lot, you know, like 30 people, but to me it is. I expected to lose subscribers, you know? If you want to see more of me, I have the link to my Discord in the description, and also my Paradox mod site if you like my assets. And if you want to support me financially, you know, no pressure, just I'll give you the option. There's also a buy me a coffee link in the description, but you know. So yeah, see you in the next video. Hopefully the next one I get more done. Anyways, I had fun. I hope you did too. Bye.